Welcome to Disneyland Paris. We are so excited to be here. We have premier access today, so that means we don't have to wait in the long lines. We can do both parks, Walt Disney Studios, and Disneyland Paris. We are so excited to visit an international Disney park for the very first time. Before we go into the parks, we want to quickly say how we got here. So we're staying in like central Paris in the Latin Quarter, I think in the 5th or 6th arrondissement. We had to take the RER train from Leal something.
Really easy.
Yes.
If you have an iPhone, probably any other phone, to just look for directions.
Use the Apple Maps app or the Google Maps app.
And say where you want to go, and it will tell you all the steps to get there.
And it was only €5 for tickets for both ways.
And it was about 45 minutes.
And the metro and the train system here in Paris is super easy to figure out, so don't let that scare you. Disney does provide transportation. They'll pick you up around the city of Paris if you want, but it's a lot more money. It was so easy to get here.
The park's going to open in about 10 minutes, so we got here perfect timing. We're ready to get in line and get going. We wanted to take a second to introduce ourselves in case you're new to our channel. I am Carrie.
Chris.
This is Chris. We're from California. We normally have our 2 daughters with us in our video. They're teenage daughters, but we right now are on our 20-year anniversary trip to Paris and Spain.
This entrance is amazing. We haven't even been in the park, and you can already see why people say this is the most beautiful Disney park in the world. You see the Disneyland Hotel in the distance. That's the entrance. We actually walk through that to get into the park, I believe. It's giving Grand Floridian a little bit, but with pink all over it. Pictures have been taken, and now let's hit into the park. Wow, this entrance is amazing. So you wait underneath the hotel, I guess, to get into the park. That's where they check your park tickets. Just a little detail that might be helpful to know. After we bought our tickets, we found out there is a festival going on right now here at Disneyland Park in Paris, the Music Festival. I have no idea what's going to happen with that. Usually a festival at US Disney parks means there's a lot of food and other things.
We like food.
We like food, but I don't know if there's special food at this one for this. I think there's different like musical acts going on representing different Disney movies or IPs. There are 3 entrances to the park, it looks like. I guess we're taking the left entrance.
Yep. We're the most used to going to Disneyland California since we live in California, although we live in Northern California. And it's always like, do you go to the left or do you go to the right? Here you have 3 choices.
Carrie's got her cast member name tag earrings on.
These were a gift from my friend Jennifer. I always have people asking me about these when I wear them in Disney anything. They're fun.
Wow. Now this feels very familiar.
This feels so familiar, yeah.
And there is City Hall, and there's the Emporium. In the same exact spot it is in Disneyland. Donald's over there greeting guests. How fun. That feels a lot like Disneyland in California because there's characters everywhere outside.
Yes. And Chris just recently went to Disney World without me because he was on a work trip. We're going to go back in about a month actually. But he said there's a lot less characters at Disney World than California Disneyland.
They're there. You just have to get in line for them, and a lot of them are indoors.
Oh, they're not? Okay. They're just not as all over the place. The castle! Oh my god!
Wow. That is amazing. I'd say that's a good middle point between Disneyland Castle in California and Cinderella's Castle in Disney World.
Whose castle is this?
I don't know, honestly.
It's not any of the specific...
it might be Sleeping Beauty's. I don't know.
Sleeping Beauty is
but
California.
There's a big dragon underneath.
Dragon?
That's why I think Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
But
maybe we'll find out.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
In California, there's like the whole storybook in it where you can see the story.
Yeah, we got Markethouse Delicatessen here, which is very similar to Disneyland, except it's not a deli, it's a coffee shop. Main Street Motors. I don't know what that's for, but that's cool.
This feels just like Disneyland California. I mean, it's clearly different, but it feels the same. I did hear that somewhere on Main Street here, you can stop and get a glass of champagne.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll do that or not.
I think it's towards the end of Main Street, but I guess we'll find out. And there's Casey's. They have that in Magic Kingdom and an ice cream shop. Oh my goodness. Wow. So don't mind us if we keep saying wow or oh my gosh or that's so amazing because everything's new for us.
Baymax.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. There's Baymax without all his cool armor on, but you can see the armor all around him floating in the air. That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
We kind of have to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to wander for a while and then look for some
Let's just
rides.
explore for a bit and then we'll go on some rides.
Sounds good?
Yeah. All right, first things first. We're in a new Disney park for us. Let's take a castle picture.
Yes, and we don't actually have on any Disney clothing yet because
which is not normal.
we packed super light and we knew we were going to buy Disney Paris shirts here. So, but anyway, it's sweater time, and I am going to buy a
Sweater weather.
sweater. Yeah, it's a bit chilly.
All right, well, let's take a picture. It's weird taking a picture at Disney without any Disney attire on. So there are a lot of these little character like things spinning around. You got Cinderella over there. Oh, you know what? That's Sleeping Beauty. That's Aurora. And that over there, oh, that's Snow White.
Oh, she has an apple on her head.
Yeah, there's an apple. Oh, and I think those are the Seven Dwarfs hats. This is so cool. I love this. The waterfall is amazing over there.
Les Tattoo de la Belle Voyageur. That's in French, it says Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
Sleeping, yeah.
so you took French lessons for a reason.
It's coming in handy.
Oh, wow.
Steam class.
That is amazing. Walking through the castle, you head to your left up the spiral staircase. And I think we're probably going to see the story of Sleeping Beauty through a lot of like artwork. The stained glass around is just so incredible. And there's Maleficent casting her spell. Something bad's going to happen. She could stay away from it on her 18th birthday.
Honestly, I think the fairies would do a little better. That always bothers me when I watch that story. It's like, it's her birthday. Like, don't let her out of your sight.
I shouldn't shame Aurora like that. You're right. It's the fairy's fault.
Victim shame.
Are they the real enemy of the story, or is Maleficent? Questions. There are the three fairies putting everyone to sleep. There's the three fairies going at it again.
They're like, oh yeah, we were supposed to, we have a job.
Let's make everyone forget we screwed up. And there's Prince Philip fighting his way, trying to get to Maleficent to take her down. There is Prince Philip waking up Aurora. What a guy.
Aww.
Hero gets the girl. You can also go up on the terrace here to get a nice bird's eye view of Fantasyland. I'm liking this castle a lot.
And they have the Sword and a Stone down there. Just like
Yep.
California Disneyland.
You can get a good lay of the land from up here. Just at the bottom of the staircase, coming down from the top of the terrace, they have a Christmas store. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. At some point today, we may want to get a Disneyland Paris castle ornament because we have one from each park we've gone to.
That's true. Oh, those are so cute.
We asked a kind cast member here, and he said that they will likely have that ornament that we're looking for in the Emporium, which makes sense. Most of everything is like Christmas focused, and it has a lot of characters. So a lot of really fun items we saw in there, but we also don't want to start loading up with things we want to carry on with us all day. So let's keep exploring, and there is one area around the castle that we want to find before I think we move on. We are on the hunt to go find us a dragon. I'm hearing something kind of scary. Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Wow. I think about, oh, look, he's closing his eyes.
Oh, he's sleeping.
He's asleep. Oh my gosh. If I was a child, that would be scary. Ah!
That is so cool.
There's some glowing eyes
Oh yeah,
there.
there's some glowing eyes in the distance. I love the feel. It's totally like a dragon's cave in here. This is awesome.
You know what it smells like?
What?
It smells like the inside of Pirates.
Oh yeah, that water
The
smell.
chlorinated water.
Oh, I think he's waking up.
Oh boy.
Well, that was one of the things I wanted to make sure and see, the dragon under the castle. There's a few ways you can get there. You can get there through the way we went, and you can also get there, I think, through the Merlin store.
Basically, just go find your way to underneath the castle.
Yeah,
and
go-
there will
go
be an
low.
entrance.
The closest ride was Peter Pan, and according to the map, or the app, I guess it should say, the wait is 85 minutes, but it does take Premier Access. So we're gonna go ahead and go on it and see how long the wait is with our Premier Access.
All right, so we found the Premier Access line. Let's open up the app. All right, Carrie's got our Premier Access QR codes loaded. So I guess we scan in right here. Bonjour. Merci.
10:26.
10:26. How long will it take? So again, for Premier Access, you get one ride with Premier Access for the day. It's not unlimited. This was 85 minutes. That's, I think, the longest wait right now in the park. So this will be a good test for us at least, and for you, because you're watching this.
While we're waiting in line, I'm going to take a look at the map because I am not at all familiar with this park.
I looked at it ahead of time a little bit to get an idea, but yeah, everything's gonna feel like we don't know where we're going.
Which is fun. So after this, it looks like Pirates is pretty close by, and it's only 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's in Adventureland. That's right through there.
Unfortunately, Big Thunder Mountain is closed for refurbishment right now, which is so sad. That's one of the rides we were looking forward to the most, but it's going to be closed for several months, I think.
Yeah, hopefully we can like at least see the differences of the ride from a distance. That was fast.
11 minutes.
Nice. That is not bad.
We just got off Peter Pan and it was fun. It seemed pretty much the same as the one in California. It's just one of those nostalgic rides you have to do. I am glad I did not wait 85 minutes.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's not worth an 85-minute wait. It's fun.
Well, the line was pretty long.
Oh, and all of a sudden, here we are. 40-minute wait, but Premier Access is over there. So let's head over there.
It's so fun to hear the cast members speaking French. French is such a beautiful language.
It is.
I just love hearing it, and it's just fun to see all the people dressed in the cast member pirate outfits speaking French.
So this was a 40-minute wait for Premier Access. I'm predicting 5-minute wait.
4 minutes.
4-minute wait. 40-minute wait to 4-minute. I love that.
Vous allez le regretter. Feu à la volonté, les gars. Vilainie, de piraterie, de fripouillerie et de tout ce qui finit en rien. Tu regardes, mais en déjà,
We just got off Pirates. It was a lot of fun, and the thing I love most about it is it has a lot of similar scenes, but it's laid out different. It feels different. I love coming to different parks where they have similar, same rides, and it's a bit of a different experience.
And Captain Jack is speaking French.
Yes, and Jack was speaking
Everybody's.
French. Yeah. So we're standing in front of Captain Jack's restaurant, Des Pirates. I guess that's the restaurant that if you want to eat at a restaurant that overlooks the ride, that's where you go eat. I don't think we're going to eat there. It's a table service restaurant. I think we're just going to go throughout the day and just get quick service food.
We did not come prepared with knowing where we want to eat. We did watch some vlogs, but they were a while ago because we've been really focused on watching vlogs about Paris in general and Spain, which is where we're going next. So we're just going to have to figure out where to eat.
Yeah.
Even though usually we feel like we know what to do, like where's the best thing to get.
There are a few things here we want to try to get, like Carrie mentioned earlier, the champagne on Main Street. But beyond that, like, we're just really not sure what to expect with food. And we've heard that food it's good here, but it's not like the highlight. That's what we've heard. Maybe we'll be wrong. And just to give you an idea, well, this is also one of the reasons why we're not going to be eating here. They have two kind of menus here at Captain Jack's. They have Pirates Treasure menu, which looks like if you buy the meal plan, this is what you have. But then there's also like the a la carte menu where you can do starter, main course, dessert. Those prices are no joke. Starters average around 17 to 19 euros. Main courses somewhere between 32 to 47 euros. And desserts around 15, 16 euros. That is not a little bit of money. That's a good amount. So yeah, I think we want to not spend a lot of money on food today and just enjoy the park. We just wandered onto Adventure Isle, and it's this big kind of play space area themed to Peter Pan.
Look at the treehouse.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. It's like the Lost Boys tree. That is fun. We're in some kind of an Agrabah area. We just saw Jafar doing a meet and greet with some kids. That was super fun to see characters out like that. But yeah, this definitely feels like the Morocco Pavilion and Agrabah. After a quick pit stop, right next to it is the Agrabah Cafe. And this is a restaurant, and I don't know if this is all they offer, but they have an all-you-can-eat buffet here for 45 euros for adults and 25 euros for kids. The food looks amazing, and it sounds good. While we're in Paris, we're trying to spend most of our money on food in Paris, not here at Disneyland. So I think we're actually going to go in Le Passage Enchanté d'Aladdin. It looks like it's just a walkthrough of different scenes from the movie Aladdin. I love little attractions like that Aladdin one, where it's just like simple, no wait, walk through.
Little details at Disney are so much fun.
Yeah.
One of the things we love about Disney.
We have gone on a lot of rides at Disney, so it's really fun to see something that's going to be unique just to this park.
Yeah.
And that one I believe is. Well, we made our way into Markethouse Deli. It smells amazing. It smells like bread and cheese.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get kind of an early lunch here. The options here look really good for what we want. They have a Mickey-shaped sandwiches. Love it. They also have croque monsieur. They call it a ham and cheese toasty. Chippendale here are called Tick and Tack. One of them is a blondie. The other one is a brownie. Love it. Carrie grabbed us a table here outside of Markethouse Deli. And Markethouse, again, in Disneyland is a coffee shop. This is a full-on like lunch stop. They have sandwiches, cookies, baked goods. This looks so good. I can't wait to try this.
Croque Monsieur, I think this is the third time I've had one of these. We had one in the Air France lounge. That was my first experience. It is the most delicious thing you've ever had in your life. Basically, it's like a grilled cheese, and on the outside is like more grilled cheese, and then there's bechamel sauce and ham on the inside. I don't know about this anymore, but this, yeah.
That looks amazing.
Wow.
Good?
Yeah. So what Chris and I like to do is share. We'll get a few different things, and we'll share both or all of them so that we can try more things. I'm so thankful my husband's willing to share.
It took me a little bit. Maybe about the first 5 years of our marriage. But we got there.
We get to taste more food that way. It's amazing, right?
That's so good. Wow.
We had one yesterday at a little boulanger near our hotel that was delicious.
Glad we came here. Glad Carrie saw this.
Yeah. Basically, I just looked through the app at restaurants, and I just started looking at the menus of each one, and then I saw, actually they didn't describe it as a croque monsieur, or however you say that, but I saw this pretzel bun with ham and cheese, and I thought, well, that looks good.
Yeah.
But I would eat this thing every single day if I could.
If you come to Disneyland Paris, if they have this at Markethouse Deli,
This is way better than pizza. Way better than hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
I love pretzel bread. The croque monsieur was so warm and yummy. This is cold, so we'll see.
If that was toasted, I'd be happier. But it looks good.
It's good. It's just nothing compared to that.
Well, we had to get one Mickey-shaped food item. If this is it, I'm okay with it.
Very true. Yeah, the pretzel bread is very good.
I don't know why these napkins are fascinating me so much. I love how they say Disneyland Paris. They're super, thick and substantial.
Everything is higher quality in Europe.
It very much seems like that. The food has higher quality here. We got to the final... Oh, my gosh. I just had a piece of candied hazelnut from one of these, brownies and brookies. Brownie with chocolate chip cookie dough. One of them is chocolate and hazelnut. The other one is hazelnut and pistachio. And these represent Tick and Tack, which is Disneyland Paris's version of Chippendale. And I don't know which one is Tick and Tack. I'm guessing Tick is Chip and Tack is Dale.
Good. Good.
Okay, I have thoughts.
Oh, let's hear them.
The brownie is really cakey. Not a huge fan of cakey brownies. And when they gave you these cute little tiny spoons, they said for your cake. It tastes like cake, not a brownie. But the mousse on top, so good.
Yum, yum, yum.
And then the crunch of that candied hazelnut is so tasty.
So it seems like here in Paris, there's a lot of pistachio stuff. It seems like they love pistachio.
Yep.
Chris is not a big pistachio fan.
I love pistachios. I'm not always the biggest fan of pistachio flavored stuff. There's little pistachios all over the top. little nutty. Definitely tastes pistachio now. It's good. I like the chocolate one better, but this one's a little more like lighter, not as rich.
For both of those sandwiches and brookies altogether, that was 31 euros, which is probably around $40. Maybe a little bit less than $40. Not too bad. I mean, that's pretty normal Disney pricing.
So you can see Main Street all the way back here. We're at the back of like the area between Markethouse, Deli, and another eatery there. But they have like this whole area back here that just no one sees much of. I just love that. Just the theming and everything with Disney parks. Carrie found a secret hallway. Oh, that's cool. Wow. So it like connects different areas of Main Street to the park. So you don't have to walk through the busy Main Street if you want to avoid it. That is ingenious. After they built Disneyland, they probably realized that they needed something like this. We made our way into the Emporium. That's a cool sweatshirt. We like how they have like the parks and some of the key rides like Space Mountain. Oh boy. Carrie is seeing some lounge flies. Oh, that's cool. Except it's very shiny. You're not into sparkly stuff.
I like this one. We're going on a Disney cruise and we're going to Disney World soon. Both of those things.
So, like, honestly, that'd be a fun conversation starter. Like, you've been to Disneyland Paris. That's so cool. Yeah. 90 euros.
Ooh.
Was that right?
Yeah, that's probably like $110. Which is...
We have a Disney card. I wonder if we get a discount.
I'm just saying, like, when we think about how much that means in...
Oh, yeah. I know. It's always hard to translate that.
Eiffel Tower already?
Oh, we may have to get this. That is really cool.
Oh no, oh no. Don't look that way. Don't do it. You're going to make your daughter mad when she sees what's everywhere.
I already know. Oh, man.
That is cool.
That is really cool.
I mean, if you don't want it, I do.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, wow.
I love how big that mug is, too.
15 euros.
That's not bad. Maybe under 20 bucks. This is definitely a good possibility. So as we shop in the Emporium, I would quickly mention this, but you see down there is like a tunnel entrance, hallway entrance. There is another one on both sides of Main Street, on the outside edges of Main Street. They have these like hallways where you can walk past Main Street without walking down the middle of Main Street. And it's just such a better way of getting through areas of the park that aren't nearly as congested. I wish Disneyland California had that.
Cool hat.
Carrie found a hat. Very shiny.
I love how it has the Aristocats on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
So cute.
Here is a classic Spirit jersey with Disneyland Paris on the back of it. And there's also a Disneyland Paris shirt right here. And oh my gosh, this thing is like a blanket and a sweatshirt mixed in one. Disneyland Paris on the sleeve there. That's fun. I think Carrie will like this mug.
That's funny.
And Mickey is looking like he is dragging. He needs coffee. I love that.
Yeah, I would be more apt to buy it if it actually said it in French.
That's true. Yeah. Yep, I kind of agree with that. Carrie found some magnets. This one's really fun. It says Disneyland Paris with a lot of different characters represented on there.
I think I might get this one. I collect magnets, so...
That's really
this
fun.
This will be a fun one, and then I'll have our picture in it, so
yeah,
that'll be fun.
I like that one. Carrie is buying some mini ears. This is a first. Carrie has never purchased a pair or owned a pair of mini ears, and these ones are sparkly. She's not usually into sparkly stuff.
My new ears.
Yeah, I think she decided to get these instead of a new Loungefly.
This was a lot less expensive than the Loungefly. Also, probably easier to pack. We have to think about that. We only have so much space.
Well, we did bring those extra Disney Cruise Line bags.
That's true.
Looks cute.
Okay.
It actually looks good with like your hair. I think we're going to come back into the Emporium and maybe check out a few other stores a little bit later. I'm definitely going to come back for that Mickey Eiffel Tower and the mug, but they're a little bit larger and heavier, so don't want to carry those around all day.
That was an interesting shopping experience because we're used to the United States, of course, and it was smaller, and it was a little bit disappointing that there's not a lot of merch that says Paris on it.
Or Disneyland Paris.
Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of, characters and this and that, but only a few Paris things. Like I got the Paris ears, so that's really fun.
Yeah, you can see the Disney Paris castle there with the Eiffel Tower.
Our daughter Alyssa collects pens, so I wanted to get her some sort of Disney Paris pen.
And they had the shirts. I didn't love the shirts though.
Yeah, I didn't love the shirts. And then also I wanted to get the ornament.
Ornament, yeah.
So we were in the Christmas store earlier, and they have lots of ornaments, but none of them say Disneyland Paris.
Well, we'll keep looking and checking in at other stores because that's what she told us to do,
right.
To keep looking. You got a Main Street vehicle going down the street. That's classic. We are going into Discoveryland, which I believe is kind of their version of Tomorrowland. It's very Jules Verne, like steampunk kind of vibes. That's the aesthetic or design or vibe, whatever the kids are calling it these days. So you can see the Astro Orbiter right there. I don't know if that's what it's called here. It's down, it's under refurbishment. Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. So as we're getting our bearings, trying to figure out what's here and what's what. Videopolis looks like it's a theater. They also have a Star Tours here along with Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, which is their version of Space Mountain. Oh my gosh. I love that they have an X-Wing right on top of the entrance to Star Tours. Carrie just pointed out the Premier Access entrance for Hyperspace Mountain. Let's do this. We just got off Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. It was fun.
Very fun.
Very different than
Yes.
Space Mountain that we've been on Disneyland.
It was so fast.
It was
so
fast.
fun. And then you have all the like video image of
Yeah,
Star Wars stuff.
it's permanently themed to Star Wars. There was a few times we went upside down. There was a full-on like loop.
But it's so
And-
dark you can't really tell what's happening. And Chris
Yeah.
didn't bring his camera.
Yeah, they didn't let me film on the ride. It's just something you have to experience. Let's keep the Star Wars love going. We will do Star Tours next.
N'hésitez pas à vous adresser à un agent Startour. Vous allez embarquer d'ici quelques instants. Merci.
Well, we just left Star Tours. I was really wanting to get 3PO talking in French.
I am a rule follower, and they said no photo video.
And they always say that on every Star Tours.
We're in a different country now. I was afraid we're going to get kicked out. And I've seen some YouTube videos recently of people being escorted out of Disneyland. And I
For
did not
much
want-
worse things.
I told Chris, if he gets kicked out, I'm staying.
So that was the threat that worked. Seeing 3PO spouting off in French.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I like it when the characters of the ride, the characters in the rides or whatever's happening, like, are speaking in French.
That was really fun. I
was.
hadn't done that one before.
It was
The second.
Andor
Yeah.
themed, so which is a show on Disney Plus, and it just came out the second season, which I haven't watched yet, but I'm probably going to watch that on the flight home. I think there's a little bit more here in Discoveryland. I want to keep saying Tomorrowland.
Yeah, there's the Nautilus.
Yeah, there's a Nautilus experience of some kind. I don't think it's a ride, but I think it's an attraction that you maybe walk through. We're going to at least go look for it and see what it is and probably take you along with us. So far, we are absolutely loving the Premier Access Ultimate, I think is what it's called, actually. There's Premier Access Single and Premier Access Ultimate, but we're loving it so far because we don't have to be tied to our phones. We don't have to be trying to get a ride time reserved. You literally just have the pass, you show up, you get in the Premier Access line, you scan in, just like Lightning Lanes, but you don't have to schedule it. Disney, bring this to the U.S. parks. It's so much better. I doubt Disney's watching. I'm very certain of it. So you can see here, this is like the side shot of Space Mountain or Hyperspace Mountain. I believe it used to be some kind of a Jules Verne themed version of Space Mountain. That tube you see there, that launches you up just like you see that car going up. It's just a really fun version of Space Mountain. Right over here is Autopia, and we are not going to be doing this one because we want to go to the other park before it gets too late in the day. This looks fun, but I think we'll pass. You can see the Nautilus right here. I think you actually go into it. This is the submarine that is part of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Captain Nemo is a small man.
This reminds me a little bit of
The Columbia ship
Yeah.
at Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of. This is much bigger. And I don't think we're in that Nautilus that you saw in the lagoon. This is with a dive tank where they would go in the ocean. Oh, that's awesome. Love the Mickey ears.
Sea turtles must find the Nautilus and cure its creature.
Here is Captain Nemo's organ that he like plays ferociously in the movie.
the mechanical room.
Like the engine room?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. It's like the nuclear engine.
It's good.
Wow. Cringe. Coming out of the Nautilus, you get an amazing close-up shot of Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain. So Goof is conducting the water features in front of the castle. How cool is this?
A one, a two.
We just saw some amazing entertainment. It was Goofy conducting an orchestra of water fountains in front of the castle. That was so much fun. I didn't even see it in the app as an option for entertainment. I love just randomly happening on something you're not expecting and having it be amazing. We are entering Frontierland at the moment. There's the ride that we love so much.
Under refurbishment.
I know. I love seeing it. I wish we could ride it. We'll have to come back again. You can see a lot of the scaffolding up around the Big Thunder Mountain ride. Definitely need to come back and try that ride here at Disneyland Paris. It looks amazing being on its like own island in the middle of Frontierland. Where we're headed next is Phantom Manor, which is Disneyland Paris's version of the Haunted Mansion. And it looks like it's a different experience than the other Haunted Mansions, so we can't wait to try it. I love this walkway up to the house. This Phantom Manor design is really cool looking. I love this.
Join now the spirits in nuptial doom. A ravishing bride, a vanishing groom.
Come, all our ghosts have been dying to meet you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was way creepier than Magic Kingdom or Disneyland.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was like. More like kind of creepy skeletons.
Yeah, like they look like they still had like rotted skin
Flesh.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. But if you have little kids, might creep them out a little bit. Looks like the Last Chance Cafe in Frontierland has exactly what we need. Double espresso, yes please. Another thing that's a little bit different here at Disneyland Paris is instead of what we call mobile order in the United States at Disneyland California and Walt Disney World, they call here Click and Connect, and you order it through the app like Carrie is doing right now, and then you pick it up at the window. We each got a cafe au lait, and then a double espresso was in here, and Carrie poured it in because we are wanting some good coffee right now.
I need some caffeine.
Yeah. We also got a couple of pineapple beignets. How is it?
Oh, wow.
So essentially, it's a beignet or fried dough around a pineapple ring. Ingenious.
It's fruit, so it's healthy.
And we got it right there at the Last Chance Cafe. Carrie says this fried pineapple dough thing is amazing. Let's try it. Yo, that's good. Oh my gosh. That's tasty.
Very embarrassingly, I had to spit out. I took a big gulp of coffee and it was burning my mouth. I just had to spit it out. Burned off all my taste buds.
No, not when we're in Paris.
Hopefully I'll still be able to
They grow back
taste.
quick, I've heard.
Let's hope so.
We are going to head over to Walt Disney Studios, the other park here at Disneyland Paris. That park right now is not fully open because there's large parts of it that are being renovated or developed. Wow, I just walked through bubbles.
Yes, we did.
And there's a new Frozen Land opening there. There's going to be a Lion King Land that's opening there in the next year or two. So that really just means it's not a full park. We're only going to be there probably for maybe 4 hours or so. They have Tower of Terror, old school Tower of Terror. So we definitely want to ride that ride. It's been years since we've ridden the actual Tower of Terror ride because we still have never been on the one at Disney World. I don't ever get tired of looking at these things because there's so much to them. You got Genie, you got the three fairies here from Sleeping Beauty, and it looks like Tinkerbell. I don't go crazy over the castles, but this castle here is next level. It just looks so well done. Every aspect of it is super cool.
Now that's cool too. Walking out and aiming towards that beautiful hotel.
Yes.
That is totally different for us.
That is a super awesome view right there. Love that. Yeah, we don't get that in any Disney park in the States where there's a hotel over the entrance of the park. Oh my gosh, could you imagine that? Staying in a room looking into the park?
That would be so
I bet those are their cheapest rooms.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we left Disneyland Park. We actually walked into the World of Disney here. They have a big World of Disney store that's in their shopping district. They have actually a much better selection of Disneyland Paris clothing there. So we might go back there and get something a little bit later. And you can see behind us the entrance to Walt Disney Studios. We're gonna go in here, I think, just do rides. There are lots of walls up here because they're redoing the entrance to the park here. That is a beautiful set right there, Hollywood Tower Hotel. So now I feel like we've gotten into the park. You can see a lot more than walls here. Animation celebration over there with a giant Sorcerer Mickey hat.
Peter Pan and Wendy are flying around the sorcerer's hat.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool.
and Tinkerbell is towards the top.
Somewhere around here is an Avengers Campus, but I think this whole park is themed to a big movie studio lot. I think that's going to be changing because it's going to be called Adventure World. I think next year when the new park refresh is completed.
Want to know what's kind of funny?
What's funny?
Because we had Hollywood.
Besides all the lint on your
Oh
sweatshirt.
my gosh, yeah, I tried on a sweater over my sweatshirt and now I'm covered in lint and I can do nothing about it. It's going to drive me crazy. But for years, you know, we used to have Hollywood Tower of Terror and California Adventure, and then they changed it to Guardians of the Galaxy, and it took me so long to get myself to start saying Guardians of the Galaxy, and now I'm probably going to revert back to calling it Tower of Terror again.
Yeah, because we're actually going on Tower of Terror in Disney World this summer.
Yes.
Because we've never gone on that one in Disney World.
Have to get all this lint.
Oh man, Paris is growing on you.
It sure is.
It's shedding on you.
Yeah.
Enjoy your stay, of course.
Thank you. Love it.
We just got off Tower of Terror. It was so fun. I feel like the cast members that they choose for the Tower of Terror are always like extra animated and fun and make the experience so much fun for everyone.
We haven't been on this version of the ride in a long time. They've updated it since I remember, and it was super creepy. There was like this little like blonde girl
Creepy little blonde girl.
who was like, I think, the evil one in the family.
Yeah, she was kind of like poltergeist-ish.
Oh my gosh.
She was creepy. So I'm gonna get a sweatshirt. I like this one. I wish this part was in French. That would be really cool.
I know.
If the quote was in French.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But yeah, I like it.
Well, Carrie is all Disneyfied out, and I've got nothing. I'm just wearing boring clothes.
You did pick up some of my lint.
Yes, I did.
I also have my Disney watch band on. It has some yummy snacks on it.
Yeah, I got that for you a few Christmases ago, I think.
know, it was like Christmas, birthday, something.
Something. But they have Pim, not Test Kitchen, but Pim Kitchen here. This is we're in the Avengers Campus all of a sudden. And they have Web Slingers, which we probably won't go on that because we've been on the same ride in Disney California Adventure.
It's fun. If we have time, maybe, right?
Maybe. But we are definitely going to be going on the Stark roller coaster. I can't remember if that's what it's called, but there is a Iron Man themed roller coaster, which we're never going to say no to.
Yeah.
Well, we just watched the Disneyland Paris, or the Walt Disney Studios version of the Spider-Man Entertainment stunt show. He doesn't fly across the sky, at least not in the show we watched. But now we're going into Avengers Assemble Flight Force. It's cool. There's a huge Quinjet on top, and the building looks super cool. Totally looks like Tony Stark designed it. I bet it looks insane at night.
Je t'ai dit de les rallumer aussi.
Energizing. Contacting Captain Marvel. Are you ready?
Si je suis presque à moi, oui, vous parlez.
We've got a situation.
Avengers Assemble Flight Force was really fun.
Really fun.
Honestly, it felt a lot like Space Mountain,
It did.
with a lot of like interactive video elements and special effects happening. But it was a lot of fun, but yeah, very much a Space Mountain type ride. They seem like they really try to enforce no video on rides, so we haven't captured any video of the rides we've done so far. At least the more thrilling rides. And some of them are so dark, I don't know what you would see anyways. The intro is really fun. It takes off really fast.
Yeah.
You want to have your head against the back of the seat. They have PhotoPass here, but it's only on ride photos, it seems like.
Well, we haven't seen any
Yeah.
Disney photographers like
Yes.
you do normally at Disneyland, California.
Disneyland or Disney World. Well, we are out of Avengers Campus. That was a lot of fun. Now we are headed into Toy Story Playland. I don't know if that's the name of the land, but you got Buzz standing over the entrance to it, which is kind of fun. This looks and feels a lot like the entrance into like the Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios in Florida. And it has a feel of like Slinky Dog Dash or something here. This is really fun. You got the Toy Soldier parachute drop. This right here is RC Racer. This looks like a lot of fun.
We just had an extra magical experience on RC Racer.
So much fun.
So much fun. We went up to the front and we were just asking, since there was no premier access, we asked if there was a single rider line, and he said, oh, there are just 2 of you? And we said yes, and he said, here, I'll write you a fast pass. And he told us to go around, basically went right to the front of the line.
Yeah, through the rear entrance.
And we got to pick which seat we wanted. We have no idea why he did that for us.
We loved it, so thank you.
Yeah, it was really fun. I wish we went back afterwards to say thank you, but he was gone.
They are really like strict about video cameras, phones on rides, and so we're not going to get much of that like to capture for you. Carrie was incredibly cute. Every time she's on a ride, I love it because she just has this huge lit up smile on her face. It's amazing. So I love that I get to see it. Couldn't share with you, but that's okay.
Okay, you're making me blush. Well, that was really fun. And I just want to say, I mean, we watched some vlogs where some people say people are not quite as friendly here. We have not experienced that at all.
Not at all.
They've been very friendly to us. And I mean, we do say bonjour to everyone we see, because that's what we have been heard and best to do. I don't know if that's what's helping, but we're having a great experience. Everyone's very friendly and such a fun time.
And here's the backside of Buzz.
On the behind,
Disney Pixar. Oh, we need to do the Remy ride.
Oh, the Remy ride.
That's probably what this is. I know. Well, as really awesome as this little area of the park is themed, unfortunately, the ride is down. It's sad because I've been on it, but Carrie hasn't yet. So hopefully we'll keep checking the app before we head out of this park and head back to Disneyland Park. But hopefully it's back up and running so we can go on it, so Carrie can go on it and enjoy it. And they have a really cool looking restaurant called Chez Remy here. That's like the name of the restaurant at the very end of Ratatouille, the movie. It sounded good until we saw that reservations were recommended and we saw the prices in the menu, and we didn't want to spend that much time eating food. It's waiting for food. If you're coming here and staying here on property and coming here multiple days, the sit-down restaurants make a little more sense. When you're staying in the heart of Paris,
I mean,
yeah,
get better than
you can't. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, Crush's Coaster is running right now.
Here, everything is really close in this land.
That's
It's
true.
not very big.
Well, it's very small
Yeah.
right now. It's going to get bigger in the next year or two, but it's very small right now. Although we may not go on it because it looks a lot like Tow Mater's Tow Yard, or what I can't remember what it's called in California Adventure. This is Flo's V8 Cafe. It has a lot of classic looking cars going around in circles. That's fun. All right, let's go on Crush's Coaster. We saw what looked like a small, tiny little like ride vehicle, like flying around on a little fence post or something. That looks crazy. I don't know anything about this ride. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, Crush's Coaster, a must do.
Yes.
Not a kiddie ride at all. It was a lot of fun, a lot of like spinning, turning, no upside down.
On a track,
Yeah,
and it goes really fast.
yeah.
And then there's also elements like some digital like video stuff,
Yeah.
like you're under the sea, and then there's
Well, it starts really cool. Where like you kind of you're going underwater. There's fish. There's other things. You're going through an old shipwreck, and the sharks come out, and then like on video, and then like you start going up, and you're like, okay, this is where the coaster fun starts. But it was really great. Ratatouille opened back up. You get to ride it.
yay,
Well, I do too, but you get to experience it for the first time.
yay.
Yay! It looks like guests at Chez Remy are able to dine while seeing the end of the ride. That's really cool. That was such a fun ride.
It was so fun. I guess I wasn't expecting anything, but I wasn't expecting it to be that fun. I don't think I realized until right before what kind of ride it was.
Yeah.
Like Mickey's.
It's like Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, that kind of ride vehicle.
Yeah, I love that. It was so fun how you like start out and then all of a sudden you truly feel like you're shrunk to rat size. I don't know how they did that, but like it felt really real. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
I love how it starts by falling through the roof, and it kind of makes you feel like you're doing that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we get to go on that again this summer at Disney World with our daughters. I think they will love it.
Yep.
It's also just cool that it was in French because it seems like it should be in French, but I bet at Disney World it's probably in English.
It
right?
actually is like half French and half English too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yep. So I believe we've done all the rides we want to do. There is a Cars ride, not the one I showed you earlier, but there is another like a Cars ride, but it's a family ride, and it looks like a slow ride, kind of through the Cars story, which sounds fun. But we're only here for one day, so we're gonna probably not do all of those type of rides. There was also a Slinky Dog ride that looked like a kind of like a ride you'd see at a carnival, where it just goes round and round and round and up and down and looked fun. I think we're gonna head over to Disneyland Park. We're also trying to think about food.
Andy's away. Time to play.
And Buzz is saying goodbye. I found the spot where you can look into the Frozen Land, and I got a little bit of video. Everything I've seen and heard, it's gonna look pretty cool, and it's gonna have a lot of fun stuff. So we got some fries with cheese.
Cheddar sauce.
Cheddar sauce. We saw some people getting them with
Mayonnaise.
a load of mayonnaise on it, and it was unsettling. These are really good fries. Like these they just came out of the fryer.
Oh my gosh, they're so warm. My hands are cold.
Yeah.
Yay.
But these are pretty tasty. It's really good cheese sauce, by the way. So we're at Hollywood Catering Company, and it's like there's a lot of these food places where they look like a food truck. They have fries here, and that's about it. Let's head over back to Disneyland Park.
Okay.
And eat some fries along the way. Right there is the exit or entrance to Walt Disney Studios Park. Right over here is World of Disney. That's where, their shopping district is. And right there is Disneyland Park. Everything's super, super close here. That makes it feel a lot more like Disneyland at home.
Yeah.
Where everything's just really just, steps away. We are back in Disneyland Park, and Carrie found a little snack stand, Nutella crepes.
Yum.
Mine doesn't look as nice as yours did, but rolling it up makes a lot of sense.
Easier to eat.
Yeah.
I think that the crepes are probably going to taste a lot better in Paris. I mean, I know we're in Paris.
Well, we'll find out more tomorrow, and you guys will see that video next. 3 days in Paris that aren't at Disney.
We did have some good crepes, but we hadn't had a Nutella crepe yet.
Yes. Those crepes definitely hit the spot. I am still a little bit hungry.
What's the word?
It's not a filling, full dinner.
Not a well-balanced dinner.
No, not well balanced at all. At one point today, earlier, we were thinking about getting a glass of champagne on Main Street, which you can do here at Disneyland Paris. It's 20 euros. You do get a take-home champagne flute, and it's by the Gibson Girl ice cream shop on Main Street. It's just hard for us to spend that kind of money on a glass of champagne that we could have at home for a lot less. And I get it. If you're super into champagne, drinking a glass of champagne on Main Street sounds fun. The energy we had earlier today
It's gone.
is gone. We're not matching that right now. So maybe earlier in the day, if you want to come here to Disneyland Paris and you want to get some champagne, maybe try earlier in the day, because you'll be a little more excited about it. Just being real. We got Small World, which doesn't look nearly as cool as Disneyland's in California, but it looks much better than Disney World. We got the front row for Small World. Dreams are coming true right now. This is epic.
Sorry. So in our vlog yesterday, when we got to the Eiffel Tower,
The one that they're going to see in the next video.
yeah, I said when we got to the Eiffel Tower, I looked at my steps and I thought we had 18,000 steps. But then it updated after I said that, and it was 27,000 steps.
We walked a ton
Yes.
yesterday.
We walked a ton yesterday, and we walked. Actually, I'll check and see how far we walked today.
Something we're noticing here, a lot of the rides are covered, or like a lot of the roller coasters are inside, and this is all covered. Usually you just see the whole like facade of the Small World.
Today we have 22,000 steps already.
Wow.
Let's just ride it around.
Well, it's over.
I don't want to go.
I think Carrie wants to stay in the boat and go around a few more times. I don't disagree. It was like very relaxing. We made our way back into Adventureland. We haven't been to this part yet. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. That was very different than our Indiana Jones in Disneyland.
Fun.
Very fun. An actual outdoor roller coaster. I don't know what it reminded me of.
Kind of Thunder Mountain a little bit.
Yeah, little Thunder Mountain, little goofy Sky School.
Yes, I thought.
I mean, only because that one jerks you around and you move around and it's really quick. Same with this one.
Yeah.
A lot of ups and downs, a lot of quick turns and moves. But your car doesn't spin like on Goofy's.
Yeah, so it's not the same kind of Indiana Jones theming as like ours at Disneyland in California, where it's really a story. Just like a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. Yeah. But there's a lot of good Indiana Jones theming around the ride, after you even get off the ride, and the music was on point. Probably our last ride of the day. Maybe we'll head over to Main Street because we like more views like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Main Street is calling us right now.
I think all we really have left to do is just wait around for the show.
Yeah.
We could do more rides, but
yeah,
we're tired.
We are. It is almost 10 o'clock, and Carrie and I took a nice break, got some food in our bellies, and got just a few snacks at the bakery on Main Street. We got about 40 minutes before the nighttime fireworks show, drone show. We were not able to get the reservations for it. By the time we bought the tickets, the reservations were all gone. They're sold out. They're limited. So if you ever get tickets here for Disneyland Paris, make sure you get them early enough to get the reservation spot for the fireworks show, because it only, I think it was maybe 24 euros each person. And it's honestly worth it, because having to stand here for 45 minutes and half an hour in a sea of people, it's not fun. Carrie is off looking for something. I got a few things at the merch shop. We've been kind of trading spaces. We are in a sea of people right now, waiting for the show to start, but that castle looks incredible at night. It's hard to appreciate it when there's so many people around. Just love how it's lit up.
Find it in your mind, in your soul. Find it in the find it in the family, wherever you are. You don't have to look too far. Charmant petit Cantabria, éveille-toi.
I've landed on a strange planet with a formidable fortress. We need to secure the area.
I don't think my camera's getting this.
Not today, sir. So close. Star Command, send reinforcements.
magie se trouve en chacun de nous. Et répandez-la autour de vous.
Find your magic, embrace it, and pass it on.
We had an amazing day today. We just watched a spectacular fireworks and drone show. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming along with us. I know I had a hood on, it's kind of chilly. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you don't already, we'd love it if you subscribe. We have so much more fun content coming up with Disney World, Disney Cruise on the Treasure.
Yep.
In like a month and a half. So we'd love to share that with you.
And the video after this, like we said earlier, is going to be the rest of our time here in Paris.
Right.
So make sure you watch that, and we have a lot more stuff of our travels here in Europe. We have Spain coming up soon. Leave a comment. What did you enjoy the most about our time here in Disneyland Paris? Are you making plans, or have you been to Disneyland Paris? What did you think of it?
And do you have any questions?
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again real soon.
We have a train to catch, so we're trying to get out of here. Take care. We'll see you again really soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye.